I bumped into Brad 5 years from our first meeting at a Cubs game, of all things. Beer in one hand, Chicago dog in the other, and flanked by his beaming, radiant wife and his son. I'd never met his wife, but when Brad mentioned my name, she spontaneously grabbed me and embraced me in a great big hug and gave me a great big kiss, looked me in the eye, and with tears welling up said, "Thank you for giving my husband back." Now that part, my friends, is absolutely true, except his name isn't Brad. That said, I didn't even have to ask. Brad handed his dog and beer to his son and gave me an even bigger hug. Thank God my beer was in a plastic bottle, or it would have been everywhere. "How you doing, man?" "Fantastic." A few more pleasantries were exchanged, about why we each were at the game and how small the world was. And then we bade each other farewell. As we both turned to leave, I heard Brad say my name again, and I turned. And he had his glass in one hand, high in the air, and his phone in the other, and a smile that could light up Wrigley Field. "Cheers," he said. "Cheers," I answered, as I lifted my beer. "And cheers," I answered again, as I grabbed my phone and held it high in the air. I totally got it. Cheers. So now let's get down to brass tacks. What evidence do I have to prove that what I'm speaking about is in fact the truth? Well, I have done my homework. When I started my private practice in October of 2008, my vision was to eventually be making these very videos. So I began keeping track. Over the past 6.5 years, yes, this video is being narrated on April 15th, 2015, I have kept careful records on my clientele. Now, I'm a marriage and family therapist, so about 30% of my clientele come to see me for marriage issues. The remaining 70% is split up between stress, anxiety, depression, and addictions: food, alcohol, porn, gambling, etc. 40% of that is stress and anxiety and depression, leaving about 30% for the addictions piece. Of those, most are food or weight loss issues, leaving just about 10% for the rest of addictions, and about 2/3 of those have been alcohol. Now, I average about 200 new clients per year, which, by the way, is pretty phenomenal for a solo private practice. My schedule's been maxed for 3 years now. So that shakes out to exactly 98 clients over the past 6 years that I've worked with regarding alcohol issues. Of that number, I've been able to keep tabs on 21. So of the 21, 16 have reported that they are drinking far less than when they started drinking. That is, about 16.3% have made significant progress on their journey towards responsible drinking. Not impressed? Well, consider this. Out of all folks who attend AA, 95% drop out within the first year. And controlled studies have shown that problem drinkers attempting to use 12-step strategies are 9 times more likely to binge drink than those who were taught CBT strategies, cognitive behavioral strategies. So you can do the math yourself. I'm killing the statistics. Suffice it to say that people who are taught that they can take control of their drinking and how to do it are at least 9 times more likely to take control than those who are taught that they can't. That only seems painfully obvious to me. But why it is obvious is a whole nother discussion for a whole different day. So if you made it to the end of this video, I'm going to assume that you are interested in installing a responsible drinking program in your own cerebral cortex and deleting that rogue program that's created problems in your life. So I want to be the first to invite you to join me in learning how to enjoy the wonderful experience of having a few beers at a ball game and then deploying the self-discipline to shut it down after a few. I hope this series has you excited and ready to claim the title of a responsible drinker yourself. So, what do you say? Let's get started. My hope is that this series provides enough detail and explanation to dive in and get rolling on your own, but don't feel you have to go it alone. I'm available to help in any capacity, any way I can. Please feel free to email me or text me with any questions or any comments you might have. I'll be happy to provide as much help or as little as necessary to keep you rolling. Fees for emails, text, phone, or Skype support are nominal, minimal, and negotiable, and will be provided upon request. So, welcome aboard, and see you on the responsible side.